welcome to KLT Chatting's May video. Can you believe it's the 1st of May already? Don't know. I seriously don't know where this year is going. I really don't. Sorry, just turning that over. This is actually the second time I'm trying to film this video, and I can't even blame the kids this time because they're not here. But literally, I got 4 minutes in just a minute ago, and my phone started ringing, and I couldn't get to it, so it would have drowned me out. Anyway, hello, 1st of May. Yay, video! Yay, new fabric to show you. I'm sort of back on track of being able to show you things. Obviously, if you're a club member, you know club packs were a bit late going out this month. They still went in April. It was just a bit closer to the end than I would like. So I am slowly getting back on track. I did have a few problems in the last couple of months. I ended up at the doctor's. I was having chest pains. I'm not saying this to panic anybody. I'm just telling you where I've been at. And I got told off by the doctor for not taking enough me time, which, as you know, I'm not been very good at. So I have been trying to do that more, which means I am trying more and more to keep to my scheduled work hours. So if you send me a message out of hours, please don't be surprised if I don't see it or look at it until the next day or over the weekend, if you know, anything like that. I've been trying so hard to keep the business going whilst having Noah that, yeah, I know everybody keeps saying you've got to look after you, but it kind of came to a head. So then trying to sort myself out, which is why I'm a bit later in the month getting stuff out. But I'm getting back on track. The problem is, it's a form of anxiety, what they've said that I've got. And I worry about work, which makes me worse. So if I don't work, but then I'm worrying about work. So it's a bit of a vicious circle, really. I'm trying to find a middle ground. I'm getting there. Thank you all, as always, for your patience. I have got some fabric to be able to show you. We had a couple of bright ones, haven't we? So in March you had Purple Berry, what was purple and blue. April you had the Sherbet Fizz, which was the nice bright sort of orange peachy colour. I have slowed it down this month a bit, and you've got a nice neutral. Okay. Earthy tones, but I didn't want to just call it earth. Mud, dirt. So this, for you neutral fans out there, is this month's fabric of the month, and this is Terra Firma. Okay, 14 count Ada, showing you on first. It's mostly browns, but every now and again you'll see this like a sort of a hint of a green, earthy green sort of shade. Okay, so that's the 14 count Ada, Terra Firma. The even weave actually hasn't faded too much this month. I quite like it. It's more browny than anything else, but it stayed a nice colour. So that's the 28 count Brittany. Linen. Want to see the linen? Nice and strong, as you would expect. Well, not as strong as a neutral can be, but you know what I mean. Okay. And last but not least, the 14 count Sparkly Ada. What's this one? Okay. See sparkles? Oh, pretty. So there we go, Terra Firma. Nice neutral one to stitch on. I think just a black silhouette on something like that would look fab, actually. I might to design something to go on it just for the sake of it. Now, what else was I going to say? You'll notice it's nice and quiet here if you listen. No noise, no kids. Noah is at my mum's for the day. The other three are at school, and I thought perfect time to film the video. It's a nice sunny day, so the fabrics are actually showing up not too badly, I hope. Things are good. I'm going to get invoices sent at some point today. I don't know exactly when. Fit it in around everything else, but I am definitely trying to get back on track. I do appreciate you all and all the well wishes and look after yous and whatnot that have been sent my way. Now I do need to, although as I say it is a vicious circle, I do need to get things back on track. So I have 2 things coming up that you might be interested in. As well as all the usual bits and bobs. If you're in the Facebook group, well, and on Instagram and on Twitter, because I've been kind of hitting the social media quite hard, mainly because I'm a terrible, terrible tease. We have a new stitch along coming up. KLT Chartings is not a new thing. KLT Charting do 2 stitch alongs a year, have done for quite a while. You will know that I have my own style for doing them. Excuse me. I usually do the same outlines and then fill it with different patterns. The idea is that you can choose your own colour scheme and all that sort of thing, and although everybody works from the same pattern, I just love seeing how everybody puts their own spin on it. So the beverages are still going on. We're just over halfway. I think part 9 goes out tomorrow. I think I need to check my calendar. I think it's part 9 goes out tomorrow. So if you're in that one, you've got that one to look forward to. Now, what I did, you will know, is because it was beverages, so I wanted the coffee effect or drink, whatever drink it was, I did a DMC thread kit. So the idea was you keep, although I always say to people, choose your own colours, for the actual beverages, you kept to the DMC as it was charted, and then the actual cups is where you could put your own spin on things. And again, I've loved seeing how everybody's doing different bits and bobs. Now, the new stitch along that's coming, sorry, I do like to, I'm playing with a peg. The new stitch along that's coming, I will be launching it very, 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 very soon. But stitching won't start until July. And then this will see us through the second half of the year through to Christmas. And you will know by now, if you're in the Facebook group, that the new stitch along is for gingerbread. Now, a couple of things that I have said so far about the gingerbread is that there are 12 shapes, but the shapes are different. So I will not be releasing, I quite often release a blacked out version of the chart so you can see how the layout. I'm not doing that this time because I don't want surprises to be ruined. But there will be 12 gingerbread, and they will look fab whether you stitch them on one big piece of fabric as per how I've charted it, or you could do 12 little smaller projects, which I would actually love if somebody turned into Christmas tree ornaments. I think it would look brilliant. I have said I've got some gingerbread needle minders here, gingerbread men, gingerbread ladies, and gingerbread houses, and I will be putting those alongside the stitch along when I release it on the website, to get at a reduced rate, a reduced price. The other thing I have told people, well, I don't know if I have told, no, I don't think I have, there is black work. Usually the pattern, see, I fill each thing with a pattern, yes? And usually the pattern on the black work ones, the black work is the pattern. Slightly different this time. Now what I've done is the actual gingerbread is a gingery shade of brown, and then the pattern full. So again, I will be doing a DMC thread pack for anybody who wants one. I just need to, well, I've worked out lengths and things like that. I need to get it all sent to my model stitcher, the lovely, lovely Leslie. And Leslie will stitch them up and see how my thread kit looks. And then I can get those sent out and do some prices and things. But the other thing I have is this, if you want to see it. I know some of you have already seen it in the Facebook group. This I have designed especially for the gingerbread sour, and at the moment that is the only place you'll be able to get it. You can't buy it just off the website as it is. But this is Season's Greetings and is a fabric I have designed especially for the gingerbread. Okay, now this is the even weave, and I'm so pleased with how it's turned out. I really am, knowing what even weave can be like sometimes. Okay, Season's Greeting, and I just think the little gingerbread people are going to look fab on that. They really are. Really Christmassy, really festive. Of course, you can stitch it on whatever fabric you like. This is just if you want something a bit different. And this is the Ada. Okay. Not actually a massive difference in it. Usually, you know, there's fading and whatnot with the even weave, but they're not really massively different, which I'm very pleased about. Okay, so you have green and pink, lots of white. Season's Greetings, gingerbread. There is one more thing. Should I tell you? Shouldn't I? Should I? Shouldn't I? Yeah, what the hell. So if, again, with the Facebook group, if you're in my group, you will see the other week I posted about a new group called Craft Cover Creations. That is actually, I'm helping to run the group, but I'm not actually having anything to do with the actual business. The business is being run by my mum, being aided by my sister for the techie stuff. Of course, now mum lives close to me. We've been able to set something like this up. So she is making grime guard covers, scroll frame covers. She's also doing stuff for, she's got little pouches for keeping crochet hooks in, knitting needles, normal sewing needles, project bags, tote bags, you name it. If it's along those lines, she can do it. So if you haven't already done so, pop on over on the Facebook group to check out that page. Whilst you're there, hang about, because I know for a fact Mum has managed to source some gorgeous gingerbread fabric. So if you sign up to the Stitch Along, I will also be giving people a 10% discount code to use at CCC, Craft Covers Creations, if you get a gingerbread themed item. So your scroll frame covers, your grime guards. She's doing the grime guards for wooden hoops, spring hoops, R&R frames, Q-snap frames. I know they're the same thing. But I will, as I say, if you sign up to the Stitch Along, you will also get a 10% discount code. When I can get pictures of fabrics, I will let you know. But obviously she needs some time. If you want all that theme stuff before it starts in July, we need some time to get it sorted. I don't think there's anything else I was going to tell you. I know the big news I've been banging on and on about for months is still happening. I still don't know when. I was told it would be January, then I was told it would be March. Definitely April, definitely April. Here we are on the 1st of May, and I still don't have my big news to be able to tell you. I'm hoping it will be soon. I really am. So yes, Terra Firma is May's Fabric of the Month. Season's Greetings is the fabric for the Stitch Along. Not available on the website to buy as a standalone fabric. 10% discount codes at CCC if you have a gingerbread item. I think that's everything. And I've waffled on for 12 minutes. I do apologise for that, and I can't even blame the kids this time. But things are good. Things are going good. Things are looking up. Now I just want to get back on top of my charting and start getting club stuff back out, in the first half of the month like it's supposed to be. So thank you all for bearing with me. Any questions, shout as always, and I will speak to you all soon.